Alright, hey, I switched to using a controller, so hopefully it'll be less problematic than yesterday with me missing buttons all the time, and it'll cause less clicking pipe to come through the microphone, I'm hoping. So let's get right to it. So last time, how much? Last time I slept before we rescued Navarre from downstairs in America, so I'm sure nothing happens will turn out really fine. Oh, that's fine. Let's just turn it down a little bit. There we go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did some looking. Hello, Ludwig. I did some checking around, and it turns out that the black box thing. Hello, Ludwig. What did you do? Can you not? How about you sit down here for? No, you're gonna lie right on my keyboard. Okay, I need you to not do that because I need that keyboard. Sorry, my cat has just climbed up and is being all smoochy. Yes, I know that you want to be involved, but could you not lie right on my keyboard? How don't you just lie up there? Stop lying on my keyboard, you little shit. What did you do? Well done, Ludwig. Hold on. That was my phone, you little shit. Okay, off the keyboard, for starters. No, it doesn't matter if you lie there saying, look how cute I am, get off the keyboard. Leave that alone. Normally you don't care what I'm doing, but as soon as I start streaming, you just have to be on my desk, don't you? Alright, what do I do about this? Decrease speed limit? Right, I see, he's laying on the minus key, so the speed, turn to 99%. There we go. Hey, we just lie there. Really? Someone made a noise out there, so now you're immediately going to jump off after screwing up my desk? You can walk through the door and die. Wow. Okay, my cat just immediately got off my desk after screwing everything up. Thanks for nothing. Hey! What was that? So one of my cats, after getting off my desk, spooked the other one who was standing near the kitchen bin, who jumped and caused the bin liner to crackle, which sounded like something hitting the floor. So I had to jump up and check on that. Again? Yes, thank you, phone. I do in fact know that I'm streaming. Hey, leave that alone.
Burrows.
Hey. Since there is a fairly legitimate boss at the end of this, I don't really want to spend too much time fighting enemies. Ah, the camera's in the wrong spot. I had to do some things to it to get it to work earlier.
The casualry wretches. I'll show you that there are limits that cannot be overcome by exerting oneself.
Oh, right, that's what these guys are. Now, what are you two up to? Is it ice? No, it is not ice. Probably fire then. Yeah, you'd think it'd have to be fire. Fuck! Should have saved. I should have saved. Okay, this isn't where I expected my first death to be, but that's okay. Man, I have not seen this cutscene in a long time.
Beyond the river is the land of the dead. It is where the souls of the deceased endure nothingness as they await reincarnation. Soul of the deceased youth, welcome to the river Styx. My name is Karen. I am the ferryman of this river. I have a proposal for you. Wouldn't you like to be revived in the world of the living? Do you see this immense mountain of souls? They are all waiting their turn to undergo the ritual crossing of the river Styx. But I can't keep up my dealings with them. Their number increases by the day. My point is, I don't want to accept any more new souls. If you return to the world of the living, it would make my job easier. It will also allow you to be revived in the state you were in just before you
I got
died.
killed by the boss that's at the very start of the third floor of Naruto. Because I forgot that they block ice and they proceeded to hit me with lunge, which is low hit rate, high critical.
On dangerous ground. But don't worry, Maka opens all doors. I'd be willing to do this for you for a little compensation. You can pay me when you return to the world of the living. Though if you like, I can put it on a tab as well. Come now, don't you have unfinished business in the world of the living? You don't want to wait in line, do you? Seeing as you have a healthy supply of play coins, you can pay me in play coins if you'd like. Very well then.
So, this is
I'll need
like
this
a
many
legit
play
copy
coins to
of
revive you in the world of the
SMT4.
living.
Like,
Do we
I
have a deal?
dumped everything off my DS, and that includes my play coins, apparently.
Thank you for your patronage. Now then, I'll send back your soul.
Like, they get a forced ambush, and I just do like, free cast her card. That's really annoying. Fortunately, lunge has a high miss rate, so it's totally possible that they'll just whip and do nothing. Or that can happen. Oh, these guys are from the status because they're not like a real boss fight. Nice. That card just should have blown off my eye. That's so heartbreaking. Are you serious?
I have info for you. Did you get all that?
I forgot that the game gives you easy mode after you die twice. That's great. I don't really want to go and grind, but I'm not necessarily seeing much of another option here. Because, like, at the moment, it's just one lucky hit, and they're just going to smirk and plow through me. But I can grind a bit on this floor. Gotta do it. Thanks a lot, game. Ah, wait, I can't talk to these ones yet, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, I guess that just happened. Yeah, some of the ones that you can't talk to, you need the Demolingual app. No, do not do that. Even though it would be really helpful, but you don't have a magic stat. Some of them, like, Slime, or there's another one in the Naruto area, which looks like a llama enemy. You need the Demolingual app to talk to them at all, and then there are other enemies that just plain aren't recruitable demons. That's how it works in this game. Hello. So this is off to a good start. It's a good thing that I was planning on going back up anyway. Stop that. Oh, I'm level 6. I should be trying to scout one of them. Also there are some enemies that are unrecruitable unless they beg for their lives. Like the zombie cop, for example. Ah, it shoots me! No. Good, okay.
Oh, well. Hello there. I have indeed. I haven't. Is there any? Come again.
Oh, hold on, I leveled up, so I got that points.
What should we do, Master?
See, Demolingual is the skill that I've been talking about. With this, you can talk to slimes and other demons that you normally couldn't. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
The ones that you just need Demolingual for are fine. They have dialogue like most other demons do. It's the ones that you can't... There's a very small number of demons that will join you, but only if they beg for their life, and it's usually ones that are undead race. Oh yeah, that did get a remake, didn't it? I should actually play that. What's it on again? Is that on did it get a remake on 3DS or is the remake on Switch? She'll have to check the price.
Only one more to go.
Thanks, game. It spawned an enemy right on the other side of it. Fortunately, in time. Alright, here we go again.
Huh.
I should definitely try and pick that up then, because that's really the only reason that I didn't play much of them Deus. Really? I think they're more common on the first floor. not connecting with those. Okay, it looks like more grinding it is. If I can make some stronger demons, that should... Hello? Thank you. If I can make some stronger demons, that should help a fair bit.
Very well.
Ooh. No, I'll leave that on her, but
That's it. You have all you need now. Just go deliver it and you're done.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows. Are you sure? Well then, now.
just gotta wait until I can actually do something more useful. However, having Rakukaja is pretty huge, since, actually, you know what, with that I may be able to beat these guys. I just need to...
Burrows.
Because if Angel lives the first turn and I can start buffing with Rakukaja, then I can really just make their buff irrelevant. Wow. That is absolute garbage. I actually really hate this fight because it's almost entirely down to luck. Because lunge is so soon, since it's bonus damage. It's high crit, low accuracy. So if they land it correctly, then they will do tons of damage and smirk, and then if they don't, then you can win basically for free. It's really dumb. See? Yep, okay, more grinding it is. I should try and remember to recruit Wilder if I see it. Wilder, Chagrin, that's what it's called. Let's try and recruit you first. I still have room in my stock? I do, okay. Finally! I hate that personality. I'm never sure what to say to it. But they do show up on the second floor as well. In pairs, no less, so maybe you should try going down a floor?
Only one more to go.
Ooh. I was like, yay, and then the relic respawned right on, and the enemies just spawned right on top of it.
Burrows.
People still play that?
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather. What will you do? Well then, now.
in your care.
Okay, yeah, Lauren, you should definitely try the second floor. I'm getting like constant pairs of griffins on this floor. Ooh, that's much better than lunge. Definitely changed to that.
Only one more to go. All you need now. Just go deliver it and you're done.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadow. Are you sure? Well then. Now.
Damn it.
Get
Again, it just stopped going up. One day I'll do that properly.
Yeah?
Burroughs.
welcome to the Cathedral of Shadow. What will you do? Well then. Now.
I think with this setup I can probably beat them by using Griffin and Fangbreaker to constantly keep their attack down.
That's it. You have all you need now. Just go deliver it and you're done.
Where am I going? This way. Take me Peter out of the front row instead of being an idiot. The demons that are in your front row get more XP than the ones that are in your stock, which is why I've been trying to cycle them around.
Oh?
Ah, what superb relics you have there. Welcome. Please be careful on your way.
I want to preserve Strigoli for the boss fight since it's the one that has Rocket Car Gel. Thanks for nothing, man.
Burroughs. Seriously?
That was a good plan until they got lucky.
Be
They might be, but I'm pretty sure that they are actually weak to fire.
now then.
Actually, I can find out by checking in the app.
Welcome to the cathedral. Well then, now.
Yeah, they're weak to fire, and no, they're not weak to gun. However, I don't have anyone that has a fire skill, so... Could you not? Because there's only one enemy down here that has a fire spell, and they only begin showing up on the 3rd floor, which this guy is at the entrance to. The first anything that has a fire spell is one of the pillars. I forget what its name actually is. It's on the little first looking thing. None of the other enemies down here cast fire. However, you may have gotten it by a spell mutation, or you've been passing around because you've fused into one of them. Yeah, I could, if I had demons set up for it. How did my strength get that high? Oh, that's you. That's with the bonus from the... Okay. Yeah, there you go then. Now I get to go back up and heal. Don't know why I went around this way, because it's not faster, it's actually much slower than going around the other way. Figure it out. No, there's a... I'm like, maybe I should go and sell all my fruity feathers, but no, there's a place for them that begins after this sequence, so I should hang on to them until then and then probably sell them off. And the pit still hasn't topped out, so I should move the front. Yeah.
Oh?
Welcome to the Well then! Now!
Please just let me get down to the third strata and continue the fucking game. Did I just jump out of the pit? I've never seen an enemy do that on this map before. Which reminds me, now that he's alive, I should move Chago back to the front line. Okay, I finally made it downhill. Can I get anything for my apps? This is the other one that I was talking about that you need Demolingual to talk to. What is it? Tangata Manu. Really? stupid demons.
Burrows.
Yeah, you can't talk to these ones at all because they're undead race. It is possible to recruit undead race, but only if they beg for their lives. Ah, excellent.
Oh. I'm in your care.
Well, that was easier than expected. It's only some undead. I don't think samurai zombies are recruitable, but I know that the undead cop and the undead zombie cop and undead patriot are recruitable if they beg for their lives. They often have really funny dialogue too. I think there's an app that makes it more likely for enemies to beg, or maybe that's exclusive to Apocalypse, but once you start getting like good access to multi-target skills, it becomes a lot easier to get people begging.
Oh, it's you. Damn it to hell. I was caught off guard and, well, you can see what it got me. And for this to happen while looking for that Navarre fop, no less. It makes it all the more galling. That hooded bastard. He'll rue the day I find him.
You can, but it's really, really slow. Okay. Later on, I will have more detox solution than I could possibly need, but right now, they're more precious than diamonds. DSCRA is a low hit. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Not talking to you guys while I'm in the poison, sorry.
Burrows.
Okay. In Apocalypse, because Minashi swings much faster, you can actually use his attack to move across poison swamps without getting poisoned, because the damage and poison tick only occurs if you're actually moving. Oh. Oh, it's definitely not. That is definitely not an intended thing, but it makes navigating poison swamps much less of a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to complain about it. Apps. That's what I'm looking for.
What should we do, Master?
Okay. Hello, Ludwig. You come to be a pest again, have you? Would you stop rubbing yourself all over my microphone? And get off the keyboard. How many times do I have to tell you that? Off the keyboard. Yeah, stay there. Get off the keyboard. Yeah, believe me, I can see that. I've been trying to fix it. You just had to be a little shit, didn't you? It's actually still not quite right, but it'll have to do.
Burroughs.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows. Are you sure?
Man, if that's what it learns, I don't really want it.
Well then. Now.
Okay, I guess that's what we're getting.
Then I...
Leave it to me.
Oh!
Oh, really? Ah, that's right. Did she use what level again? 11. Okay. But I should keep that in mind for later, because the special fusions are really good.
Gather deep. Welcome to the cathedral. Well then. Now.
You're no different than that other man. Both of you are too ignorant to know when to back down. 'Tis that ignorance that marks you as casualties born and bred. Very well. I'll reinforce this lesson in regret with that most excellent teacher, pain.
Oh good, it's you. Take this back. Thanks to, Devil Survivor. Yeah, that's it. That is 100% the reason why. The Wendigo, it's either ice and Wendigo. I'm way twice with this chest piece. Shit. It does the same thing too, it just casts more group and beats you up. Why is it like to light? I don't know what the fuck. Griffin into what?
I'll make you grovel like the lowly worms you are.
Hold it right there!
What? Who's there?
I do believe we arrived just in time. Are you all right?
We're here to assist you. If you are going to use the strength of numbers to overwhelm us, then we shall counter with our own numbers.
But you are both lecturers. Why? Ugh. Crush them, my minions!
How about this?
Oh no.
Take this!
So either Isabel wins this on her own, or I'm just done. Why are you weak to poison? I forgot to change my chest piece. Yeah. And since it doesn't count as a new fight, I can take advantage of the casual casting. So they're apparently scripted to do that on their second turn. Oh, they're likely to get a third turn.
Possible? How could you have bested my horde? Where did they find this year's prentices?
Apprentices we may be, but we are samurai nonetheless. Your folly was taking us so lightly.
Apprentice or master, casualry or luxurer, it matters not to a truly committed samurai. Surely you should understand, as you too are among our number.
They know.
Jonathan just ends this man.
Is it. This is beyond the pale. I was supposed to show the casualries preening around the place their proper station. Jonathan, Isabeau, if only you hadn't come to his aid. Why do you intervene on a casualry's behalf when you are luxurers?
Because we abide by the code of the samurai. Our way is to cast aside the tragedies that befall the people, and he is our fellow. That is all the reason we require.
I gather you intended to prey on the weak, but you have badly miscalculated.
Huh? Jonathan? Isabeau? The hooded man's here too. What's going on?
Walter, allow me to explain.
This is a dubious business, make no mistake.
But my only role in this was to lure you here. You cannot hold a grudge against me for that! Go complain to Navarre, further in.
I'll make time another day to deal with you. The favor must be returned after all. But for now we must find Navarre and make him pay for what he's done.
I will accompany you.
As will I. Someone must treat Navarre's wounds, after all. Since I fear that Walter will not restrain himself once we find him.
Fine.
Would you stop stretching out and pushing my keyboard? Trying to push it off the desk? Seriously.
Hold. Someone's coming this way.
Oh no! You're those casualties! Oh there! I wouldn't recommend going any further. There's a funny wall. Navarre hasn't been seen since going through that wall. I've lost contact with him myself. I'm going back to the hull. This is passing strange. I would suggest you go no further either. But, this isn't a retreat, you understand? I'm simply too bewildered to continue.
Oh no. That's really, really bad. Crap.
Burrows.
I don't have an item, then I might need to... Ah! I had one left. Sick is really dangerous. It halves the amount of damage that you deal and it can spread to the rest of the party. It also won't heal on its own.
Everyone, wait a moment.
Some later enemies have a really nasty move called Death's Door,
What's the
which
matter, Isabel?
is unavoidable and
The
hits
entrance.
everyone who is
It's gone.
who is sick to 1
Careful,
HP.
Master. I think we've entered some demon's domain.
Oh, a domain. I've read about them in books. They are a snare which demons craft to capture their prey. But they say there hasn't been a demon powerful enough to establish a domain for many centuries. What is going on in Naraku?
It seems we cannot easily go back.
That goddamn Navarre. This Erzat's rescue's become a real one.
Here goes!
That's weird. I thought the door for that was... Oh, I see. There's an event. Okay.
Didn't I see someone there?
I saw it too. Or so I thought.
Yes, let's all express our surprise to see demons inside a domain. Rather than faint over the obvious, shouldn't we move on?
Here goes! Nice to meet you.
You're gonna come up the other way, okay. Did I wander off in the wrong direction? I thought the exit door was where the boss was, but maybe that's where I need to go.
Oh?
Oh, okay.
My demons are a bit different.
I'll assist you!
Okay, I need to keep going on this way.
I wasn't wrong. There is someone here.
Now, why would a young girl be here in Naraku?
The faked rescue turned out to be real. And now a little girl is here? You've put your foot in it now, Navarre.
Oh, it would be ghastly if an innocent girl had wandered in here. We must rescue not only Navarre, but her as well.
I'll aid you!
Here we are.
Ah, you've come.
Who's there?
So I was reading something the other day, and apparently the
My
artist
name is
for
Stephen.
SMT4 didn't.
I see that
Was
you're
it
using
SMT4 or
demons
something
quite
else?
efficiently.
It was something Megaton
No wonder
related.
the girl picked up an interest
Hadn't
in you.
realized that Stephen was based
That
on Stephen
girl?
Hawking.
You have probably encountered her here somewhere. It will probably not be the last time you see her, especially if you truly are the ones they entrusted the future to.
Sir, what's this about?
You'll understand eventually. This domain will fade away if you defeat the demon who created it. That demon is somewhere inside here. If you are injured, come to the room further in. I will heal your wounds there. Ah, you've come.
My demons are a bit different.
Thanks, game. There we go.
I'm detecting a strong demon ahead. Do you want to go on?
What is that? Who's there? Hello?
That voice. Walter, is that you? Oh, I'm saved. It's me, Navarre. Oh, your fellow samurai. Hurry and get me down from here.
What a selfish human. First you deceived these people, tried to have them hurt, and now you're begging them to save you? Blood from humans like these is so scrumptious. It has this thick texture that lingers on the tongue. I'd say it was smart of me to set up a domain.
Stop! Oh, please! I beg you!
Anyway, that's why I can't give them over to you. Their blood is all mine.
Oh, we finally get the boss
If I
music.
drink this much blood, I'll get chubby. Oh well. I can always start dieting tomorrow.
Oh, I got Monster as the backup. Perfect.
I hope you're prepared.
Also, no, you targeted the spell you actually have. Come on.
I'll end it thus. How's this?
Okay, I didn't think that Citra was gonna like that much either, but, as expected, it really didn't like that. Did you get your tail off the keyboard?
Where are we?
The domain's faded away. This is what passes for normal in Naraku.
You gave a fine account of yourself. For a casualry, I suppose. Let me make one point clear. This is in no wise my fault. The Masters told me to do it. I hadn't a choice.
What is this treachery? It was you who came to us with a scheme to frighten the impertinent prentices and...
Hold your tongue! I am the victim here, and I have been one since the day the Gauntlet chose me to be a samurai. If only If only I
So
hadn't
that
been
would be
chosen.
my parents yelling at each other back and forth across the
Mine
hallway
would
and
have
getting
been a
picked up by
carefree
my mom.
life.
Navarre?
Ah, yes. Those were the days. I was father and mother's delight.
Navarre, what's the matter? Get a hold of yourself.
I had a tongue lashing all prepared, but he's taking the fun out of it.
Congratulations on completing the quest.
Thanks, Boris.
That led us in some unexpected directions, but at least the matter is settled now.
Come now, Navarre. It's time we left Naoraku behind.
Let me just close that door a bit more.
And Walter, I hope you won't think that all we luxuriers are like him.
No, I can see that Navarre is special. I think I'll be returning home. The quest's complete after
Hopefully
all.
that helps a bit. I can't actually close the door in here all the way because one of the cat's fruit bowls is in here.
Then I shall see you tomorrow. I expect you're tired too. You should get a good night's sleep tonight.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons... What will you do? Well then... Now...
Food bowls. Can I afford...
Gather demons and come again.
Oh, I need to level up one more time and then I'll get into full fusion mode. If I go this way, I think I get stopped. Yeah, okay.
Burroughs.
Alright, well, I need to finish leveling up. Okay. I don't get it. Nope, still can't fix that. Okay. Just want to level up one more time on my way out of here. Well. Sure, why not? Go nuts. Maybe I'll give up on leveling up one more time, and I'll see if I can pick up something from the tavern now that I've done this again. Because otherwise this is going to take me a while. Yeah, the thing is, I have been turning in my subquests, but another set of them should appear after I'm done with this bit, including the David one.
Oh, welcome, Prentice.
I've checked.
Is there anything else? Hello there. Is there anything else? Come again.
Please allow me to appraise those for you. Welcome,
What have you to sell? Thank you very much. What have you to sell? Might there be any... Please be careful on your way.
Speaking of the David
welcome,
quest,
Prentice. Hello there. I have indeed... Is there anything else? Come again.
Please allow...
Oh, excellent.
Thank you. If there's any... If there's any... If there's anything... If there... What will you be selling? If there... Please be careful on your way.
Are you ready for bed? Okay, Master.
Pardon me for barging in again, but I hope you slept well last night.
We were told that the masters are all out today, and that we prentices are to have a holiday.
They gave us permission to go out too. Since the weather's so nice, why don't we breakfast outside? We invited Isabeau, but she demurred and said, I'd rather spend it alone.
Well, there's a very good bakery in the castle town. Let's try their wares.
Huh. Is that your stratagem for wooing the ladies, Jonathan?
What? Don't be coarse, Walter. I don't... you know,
Wait, are you saying... I see. In that case, let's be on our way. We'll get our breakfast first.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
Oh, welcome.
There we
Is
go.
there anything else? Hello there.
Still not now.
Is there anything else?
Hello there. Hello.
Hello there. Is there anything else? Come again. Oh?
Wrong one. Shit. That wasn't clever.
Four targets left. Three targets left. Two targets left.
Maybe I should have stayed on the second floor. They do show up down here as well, though, don't they? No. I guess not. I will go back up to the second floor then. Could you not stretch out and try and push my keyboard and microphone off? Just pause off the keyboard. I haven't actually got that DLCR. I should probably equip it. Mostly for the extra HP, the fact that it knows dark is mostly to help fight the next challenge boss. Looks like I'm gonna get that level
Only one
regardless.
target left.
Or not. Okay.
I have info for you.
Ah, excellent. That's what I'm gonna save up for in future.
What should we do, Master?
I actually want talk XP boost as well, since you can sometimes get XP even if you just talk to them to get them to leave you alone.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows. Well then, now. Then I...
What if you don't do that?
Then I... Then I... Let's do this! Then I... Gather demons and come again.
Okay, now we get to get out of here.
My demons are a bit different.
Please allow me to appraise those for you. Welcome. How about this item here? Thank you very much. How about this item here? Thank you very... Please be careful on your way.
I appreciate your accepting this quest. This is the gauntlet in question. I will warn you beforehand. This is like to be a fierce battle for you. If you lack confidence in your abilities, there is no shame in admitting so. Are you sure? Very well. Let me explain the situation regarding this gauntlet then. The problem we have with this gauntlet is that there is a powerful demon within it. This demon is preventing us from using the gauntlet as it is meant to be. The monastery orders that a gauntlet must be cleansed before a novice attempts the rite using it. However, the demon inside that one gauntlet is opposed to being removed. He will only respect the will of one stronger than he. Many samurai have challenged him, but none can best him. Please, defeat the demon inside this machine for the sake of your future comrades. Now, let me get someone to activate the gauntlet.
Well done, Ludwig. Okay, you just knocked something off the desk again.
Anyone who is unable to overcome a warrior such as myself does not deserve to live. My former master made me bow down before his overwhelming power.
It's a good thing my phone has a crash cover on it.
Then I shall hand over control of this machine. Of course, that is if you can withstand my assault.
Really rude. It sure be nice if having spent all of that time healing if the game actually, not healing, buffing if the game actually acknowledged that and didn't cause me to get hit by everything. Oh yeah, sure, okay, great. Wow. So after I buffed to max agility, then I proceeded to hit every single attack afterwards. Thanks, game. Swapping, we're going, it's fine. course.
I see.
There we
You
go.
have shown me your power. I admit defeat.
It's okay, buddy.
You have proven to me that your power is greater than that of my late master. Very well. You have my approval. There is no reason for me to remain within this machine. Farewell, formidable opponent. May the next time we meet in battle be as allies.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's how.
That was an amazing battle. Even that demon was impressed by your skill. Now we can use this gauntlet again. If I have another task that needs doing, I hope you will assist us.
Okay, I'm glad that I did that second then, since you apparently don't get to rest, and all of my demons are dead.
Oh, welcome, friend. Come again.
Hello. Hello.
I'm sure that that's an extremely accurate retelling of what actually happened.
How do you do?
How unpleasant. Welcome. Jonathan, my boy. I heard that you became a noble samurai. It must be inconvenient going without your servants, but I hope you'll continue your patronage here.
Hoy! We'll take 3 loaves. Can we get fresh-baked ones, still kicking?
I don't know of any bread that kicks, but here you go. It's a pleasure to have you as a customer. By the way, now that we're acquainted, I want to show you something interesting.
Is that a book?
Right you are. It's from a genre called literature. They're stories about people in great turmoil. The more I read of these, the more I've come to realize something. I've lived in darkness and ignorance up until now. It's adversity which develops a man's character.
I myself am an avid reader, but I've never heard of this, literature. How did you come by that book?
An acquaintance of mine brought me to a Sabbath once. While I was there, the Black Samurai gave it to me.
Sabbath? Black Samurai?
After partaking in that Sabbath and reading these books, I understand more fully. You see, luxurers truly think of little but their own convenience. Everyone speaks of equality, but that is a ruse we casualries have been subjected to.
I hate to interrupt your rousing speech, but do you think we might have that bread soon?
Oh, but hear me out a while longer. There's so much more to be said about the wonders of literature. What have I read lately? How about these? Osamu Dazai's No Longer Human. And then there's Ogai Mori's The Dancing Girl.
We'll take these, thank you.
Oh, one moment, Walter. Excuse me, but we must be going. I'll leave the payment here.
Looks like the quest is going well.
They are indeed.
Hey. Is this a friend of yours?
Oh. Alignment check time. Which option do I pick, 1 or 2? Just type it in the chat, because it's not like we have 10 million people vying for space.
I didn't recognize you there at first, which is natural, since you're in samurai garb now.
Well, this is a happy coincidence. Why don't you join us for breakfast?
Sorry, but I'll have to decline. I can't leave the fields alone forever. More than that, though, I got an intriguing gift to bring home. I want to hurry and show it to everyone.
And where's home for you?
Kichi-Georgie.
That's quite a long journey.
Less than you think. If I keep walking without a rest, I should reach my destination before night falls. I'd trained myself to be a samurai after all. I'm confident these legs can make the trip. Well then, I'll be going home. From one Kichi-Georgie boy to another, I'll be praying that your endeavors are successful.
Finally, it's time for our breakfast. 1 loaf per person, understood?
Ah, drat. We should have bought beverages as well.
The Lake Mikado water isn't good enough for you?
Congratulations on completing the quest.
Thanks, Mars.
Keep thinking about what that baker's keen on telling us about. Literature, was it? don't see how someone could be so troubled by reading books.
All the books I know are legends of Mikado's founding, heroic tales of Aquila, and fairy stories. I never thought there could be books such as this literature. But what troubles me is his mention of this black samurai. Who could it be, and where might they have found this literature?
Who can say? It's none of our concern, certainly. We have dedicated ourselves to eliminating demons, nothing more. So tell me, how are you two going to spend the rest of your holiday? We don't get them often, so, I relish the chance to nap here.
I thought I might spend the day walking around the city.
In that case, here is where we part ways. I'll see you two tomorrow.
Oh, welcome, Prentice. Is there anything else? Come again.
Are you ready for... Oh,
Hoi! You'll not want to miss this. Isabeau's up to something on the rooftop. We're going to go see. Up, damn you!
You disturbed our precious slumber over this? It's dreadfully impolite to intrude on a girl's private moments, you know.
So you say, and yet here you are.
Well, that's, it's...
Yes, yes. Let's go before Isabeau decides to shut herself back up in her room, shall we? There. It's Isabeau. Let's sneak closer and surprise her.
I don't think she'll be very pleased if you try that.
That's the idea. I want to see that prim iron mask of her slip. To see those cold cheeks flush pink.
And whose iron mask are we speaking of?
Rip.
Can't you be voyeurs in silence? The din is making it difficult to concentrate on my reading.
You're reading? Isabeau, don't tell me you're a devotee of that literature too.
I'm sorry, but what? What I was reading is something called manga.
Oh, this is fascinating. I've never seen anything like it. It's a story told through both words and pictures.
The one I'm reading currently takes place in a fictional kingdom known as France. It's the story of a beautiful female warrior in male garb who valiantly and admirably
this is
plays
clearly
an active role.
Rose of Versailles.
But the warrioress falls in love with a man, her faithful companion at one point. Oh, and then...
Am I truly hearing Isabeau talk about love? I hope that Lake Mikado doesn't dry up tomorrow. Sorry, but you needn't be so angry. You're a woman. Of course love would be something you'd...
No, look there!
That is something on fire. One of the villages is ablaze.
Doesn't Kichi-Georgi lie in that direction?
But isn't Kichi-Georgi your...
Let us make haste.
Make haste! Right away, sir. Now, no. Here. Move that back there. Grab that one. I can't
You four, halt! Apprentices like yourselves are included on the expedition to Kichi-Georgi as well.
So there is trouble there?
No. I've received no word of apprentices being assigned to this situation.
Forgive my insolence in protesting, sir, but I beg you to allow us to accompany the expedition. Kichi-Georgi is the hometown of our fellow here.
Those not specially summoned must remain at the ready in their rooms. That is the rule. Along with you now.
The rule? Are we to overlook an emergency in a friend's home because of this rule?
What's all this commotion?
Sir, I have a report for you, Commander. These samurai...
My God. So Kichi-Georgi was your hometown?
Are you four still here? Return to your rooms before you're found in violation of...
It's all right. I will permit these prentices to accompany us.
But that would be against protocol.
This is an emergency. The more hands we have, the better. Not to mention, a samurai is bound to uphold not a set of rules, but the will of the people.
Forgive my insolence, sir.
We will depart for Kichi-Georgi at once.
Bless you.
There are no words.
You demons?
Have no fear, sir. We samurai are here to help.
Oh, God! You have not forsaken us.
Sir, did I hear you right? Did you speak of demons?
Monsters! I've never seen before came and they went setting fire to the village. That dreadful visage. I know what I saw. The demons from the fairy stories have appeared in our time. A few others escaped to Kichi-Georgi Forest. Oh, blessed samurai, I beg of you, please save them. Save the rest of the villagers.
I shudder to think that the demons have encroached this far. Someone bring this elder a hot drink and show him to our healers. My fellow samurai, our destination now is Kichi-Georgi Forest. Our task here is to search for any fortunate enough to survive. Each of you will comb the forest and look for survivors. I will remain here with the healers and relay instructions to you via the gauntlet. Return here directly should you find any survivors. That also goes for if you sustain any injuries. The healers will treat your wounds.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
As for you, prentices, this is a personal matter for him. Give him your full support.
We will gladly cooperate with him.
Well, I'm good, but since this is a full-fledged dungeon, I'm actually going to call it there, since I need to stop to sort things out around there anyway. Oh! Before I do that, I will just run back and get healed.
Well done.
I'm glad I looked at my stats just then, because if I didn't, I was going to run off at the start of next stream and just die because I had nothing available. Okay, so I probably won't stream on Monday, but maybe I will, depending on if my university is on time or not. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, and I will see everyone next time.